River. Wowee, some performance here in race number 3. Laurel River is going to draw away and win this quite convincingly. 5 lengths in the last race. This winner, 7 lengths.
Let's start with the exciting, very exciting Laurel River in the Dubai World Cup. I mean, a few people blown away with that win last time. It was very good.
Yeah, I mean, he's a high-class horse. You know, he's got a proper pedigree. He's a Judmount homebred. He's by Into Mischief, the top sire in America. Yeah, he's very exciting. Obviously, we don't know will he get the distance or not, but looking at all his pedigree, he should. He's out of an Empire Maker mare, and his mare is half sister to a couple of mile and a quarter horses. So yeah, I think he should. We got to try him sometimes, and as Garrett O'Rourke said, there's $12 million reasons for it to try it. So yeah, you know, and this was the year, because I think there was a lot of not that we're afraid of anybody, but there was a lot of pace in the mile, and you know, you all get up in the speed battle, and you know, it's $1 million race. Why don't we do it for the $12 million race?
Absolutely. And have you seen any more improvement in him since Super Saturday?
You know, he isn't, like, I've heard Aidan O'Brien say this quite a lot, but he's one of those horses you don't get the bottom off him. You know, you gallop him and he does some incredible times, and he does some amazing gallops, and he comes back and doesn't even blow. He just has his ears pricked. So everything he does very, very easily. So I don't know where his bottom is, but he's a very high-class horse.
Now, sprints are your forte, I think it's fair to say. How's Two's been since Saudi?
Yeah, he's been great. Look, Saudi, you know, that track is a little bit deeper compared to Dubai tracks, and on the other hand, it's a very kind track. But you know, Tuz likes this very, very fast ground, and you know, he ran a very quick time over here. The time was even quicker than the Golden Shaheen. So yeah, he's doing really well. He's going to be back on his home ground here. We're hoping for a good draw. When he won here, I think he won from 12 or 14 draw. He just never gets a draw. So. And I've had terrible draws all year round, so I'm hoping that the luck's going to change for the World Cup.
And on his best form, the way he breaks, you could be hard to catch him.
Yeah, but I think in the Golden Shaheen there's plenty of speed. You know, there's speed every year. Yeah, if people get in a speed battle, it's a different thing. I think Baffert's horse got some speed, and there's plenty of horses got speed. So, you know, we'll see if you get a good draw. That's his weapon, though. Speed is his weapon. So, if you do get a good draw, he'll be rock and rolling in front.
And Leading Spirit, I think if I'd have said to you in October this horse would be in the Shaheen, you'd have probably laughed at me. He just improved somehow.
You know what, I'm telling you this thing about Leading Spirit. We've always thought, why is he not a group horse? But remember, he was second in the Mahabal Shamal a couple of years ago on Super Saturday. We won that race with Wafi, and you know, he just nipped him right at the finish line. So he is a high-class horse. What we changed with him is that, you know, we were usually up on the speed with him. What we changed is that we said we're going to hold him up, and he's got a very, very high finishing speed. But I mean, maybe we tried it a bit late in his life, where you know, he's an 8-year-old. But I mean, it's working, and he's in the Golden Shaheen. So I'm happy for the owners.
Yeah, and Freeden Fighter's one who's kept improving as well.
Yeah, you know, he's another horse who's got plenty of speed. You know, he's a horse who's just got terrible feet. So. He never got consistent training, but luckily now the last month and a half he's been consistently training all week, and so yeah, I'm hoping for a good run from him as well.
And move on to the Derby. Guns Gloryia, I thought that was brilliant last time. If he does that again, he should be in there, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he's another horse who got some terrible draws. You know, he was drawn wide every time, and then finally got a good draw, and we put blinkers on him. He's a very nice horse. He's a bit of a playboy, and unfortunately Jennifer got injured riding him just 2 days or the day before the race, I think. And yeah, but she's been very high on him. He's a very high-class horse, and if he gets a good draw with blinkers on, I think she should do the trick again.
And Mendelssohn Bay is the Guineas winner. That was a deliberate plan to miss Super Saturday with him?
Yes, it was. And so far, the signs I'm seeing, I think it was a good decision. Mm-hmm. You know, he's filled out, and he looks different. He's got a good coat on him. He had a nice gallop last week, and he did that very easily. So one more gallop to go, and I hope we stay healthy and get a good draw.
Is he a horse you feel you probably haven't got to the bottom of yet?
Yeah, he's another horse. He worked 7 furlongs the other day, and he came back and he wasn't blowing at all. He's by Mendelssohn out for curling mare, so he's got plenty of stamina on his side actually. We don't know how good he is, but we'll find out definitely on Saturday.
And I thought Killer Collect was really brave last time. He battled hard to win that Bastakira.
Yeah, he's a very big horse. He's a very good-looking horse, Killer Collect. He's got plenty of speed and he stays. So, he's a very exciting horse for this year and next year.
And move on to the mile. Dear old Remor. So since you haven't had a clear run with him this season, what did you make of his last effort?
Yeah, he was only about 60 or 70% fit. We didn't get a smooth run with him. He's such a lovely horse. He's such a kind horse. He just gives you, every time he runs, he wants to just please you and give you the best. We had a few hiccups, but he's been doing really good since then. And Carolyn rides him, and she's very happy with him, and he's bucking and kicking and squealing. So, and he'll stay that distance, and that race is usually speed holds, but he'll be right behind them hopefully, and he'll stay.
Walkar is a big, gorgeous, big horse. I thought last time maybe he could have gone past if he'd wanted to.
Yeah, he keeps plenty in reserve. He's, that's why he wears blinkers, and I think with every race on the dirt he's improving. He's a horse who's got a lot of ability. I mean, every time he gallops, he just keeps his ears pricked. You don't know, he doesn't know how good he is actually, and we don't know how good he is. So it's going to be exciting. I think he definitely stays a mile anyway and stays further. So yeah, it's going to be quite exciting.
Is it a bit down to jockey tactics, producing him at the right time?
Yeah, look, because he stays, I'm hoping we get a good draw and we'll sit right behind the speed. And turning for home is going to be, stamina is going to kick in.